How's it going, YouTube? It's Quetzalcoatl6. One of my first videos on my channel. I'm bringing you a Fire King deck profile. Now, I was pretty disappointed that I didn't see a lot of Fire King deck profiles that are around right now. I mean, I see a lot of old ones, but I'm surprised there's not a lot of new ones since they did release. They announced Yaksha and Wolfberg. So I'm pretty hyped for that. I think the deck should have more hype, and I think it's probably not going to be Tier 0, but it's definitely going to be a lot better than it used to be. I took the deck to Miami, YCS Miami this year, and I did see a couple. I did go against a mirror match in round 4, but yeah, I did see. Besides me, I did see a couple of them when the Fire Structure deck first came out. I think it was around that time. So the deck is pretty powerful, and I'm going to give you my deck profile. I'm still playtesting with it. Most of these aren't final decisions, but yeah, please at the end of this video just let me know what you think. Just comment below. Any constructive criticism will really help because I really want to make this deck good. So first we'll go into the monsters. I run 20. I run 2 Grunics. I was running 3, but I found 3 a little bit too cloggy. Maybe I might decide on a third one later. I was trying 1 at one point also, and that was pretty fun just because whenever I needed it, it was never in my hand. But I found 2 a little bit a lot better, because you can, even if you have 2, just pop them in your hand with Yaksha if you want, and then get its effect that way. But yeah, that's basically why I run 2. It's 2700, helps me get over Stardust definitely, if they don't have an answer to the Onslaught. So we're going to go into the next monster. Is the Triple Barong, the Searcher of the deck. Amazingly good. I usually search for this mainly off of Tenki, this Warbear, but Barong is definitely really good. The 1800 really helps, and with Tenki it makes it 1900. So it really helps you pop off, and if Grunix ever dies in battle, you can special this one from your deck. And if they decide a torrential or what have you, you'll get the search. So yeah, definitely Barong is the way to go. It's destroyed by a card effect anyway. I mean, my Mirror Force, torrential, any of that Dark Hole, it's so good. It's really good. And then we'll go into the proxied Yakshas. If you don't know what Yaksha does right now, I'd look it up. But basically, when it's destroyed by battle or card effect, you can destroy a card in your hand or on the field, on your side of the field, not your opponent's, because that would be super stupid. But you could possibly, like, if you have Barong on your side of the field, destroy him, or Grunix, and get Grunix's loop effect going. But Yaksha is my favorite card to go first turn 1 with, definitely. Usually set it, let them act on it, just set 1 card, and then they're just like, oh, what is he playing? They attack me with the Yaksha, and then I get the Grunix, and I start going on my plays. But the one thing about this deck that really annoys me is going turn 1 and not having this in your hand. Turn 1 is really crucial. That's where you really decide how it's going to go. I mean, I love going turn 2. That's why I try to lose the dice rolls all the time, and just pray that I go second. But I'll probably figure something out to go turn 1 with. I really don't like the baby Grunix, like, at all. I hate it. It doesn't even get Grunix out. It just gets like the other Fire Kings. Next we got the triple Wolfbark. Really silly name. But I run 3 of these definitely because Wolfbark is it's 1 card, and it could potentially get you 2 or 3 or 4 monsters just off of 1 card. If you're running Circle, if you're running Tensu, which I'm thinking about playing again. But Wolfbark is definitely amazing. Level 4 brings back a level 4 Beast Warrior Fire type monster. I think it's Beast Warrior. It might be just Fire. I don't know. I have to look at it again. But definitely Wolfbark is the card, and I can't wait until this comes out. Hopefully it's not like super expensive, but some people are saying that it's going to be ran in Fire Fist, but I think that 3 axes is going to be promoted more than 4 axes. So I don't know. I think it has a place more in it has its place in Fire Kings a lot more than it does in Fire Fist. I play 2 bears inside the 3rd. Basically, it gets rid of the Ophion or whatever you're going. It just gets rid of monsters, and then its effect to get the Tenki from the deck is just super useful. Or whenever you have Wolfbark, you can bring back Bear or Barong and overlay into a Tiger King and just get the Tenki that way, or the Tensu, and just set plays from there. But Bear is definitely a really good card. You should consider this. I have a lot of people arguing me that Bear doesn't belong on this deck, but I think you can use this to to your best advantages. Level 4, you switch out the 10 key. It's pretty fluid with the deck, so I'm definitely gonna be running the berries. Another one of my favorite combos is definitely when you summon the wolf bark and you bring a Barong or whatever you want. Bring the Barong so you had a 10 key on. So you had a 10 key in the back row. You can chain circle. If you don't know what circle is, I'll explain it when I get to the spells. But you can destroy the Barong. Gets his effect next standby phase, and special the bear, and then pop the 10 key off, and then just go into your plays. If you want, you can overlay or attack first, then overlay. But that's just so good. I love it. It really makes the deck just flow. And then we'll go into the triple blaster. I definitely love blaster compared to burner. I might take the burners out, but blaster is my favorite. I mean, you can circle your monster you're attacking with in the battle phase, and then bring back the blaster and attack for game with 28 or something like that. But having this monster in the field first turn is not that bad. Also, you just put it on the field if you want to just juke your opponent out, make it think like you're playing dragons or something. But blaster's pretty awesome. You use a secondary effect to blow up a card and then fill your graveyard with something that you can circle for later. So blaster does get the ball rolling, but for burner, I'm not sure. I'm really trying to decide what to get rid of for the last 4 monsters. The last 2 I play are Fire Dog. And Fire Dog, like I said, I just don't like going turn 1 with this deck. I mean, if I go turn 2, I could possibly do something with Fire Dog. It does have 200 defense, does have Rekindling. It's a Rekindling target. I don't play Rekindling, but I will be letting you know why I do not play Rekindling. Mainly because most of the monsters in my deck, I only have about, I think it's 8 targets for Rekindling, and I could play Rekindling over Reborn, or play Rekindling with Reborn, cut out some traps. I just don't like having Rekindling first turn when I haven't already set up my grave. I think Rekindling belongs in Lava Quasar or something, but definitely not in this deck. At least not for now. Until I probably play test it, I'll probably have a different opinion on that. We'll go into the spells now. I played 2 onslaughts. I was running 3. I found it a little cloggy, only mainly because you shouldn't rely on just Garunix with this deck. You should be paying a little bit more attention to your other cards, like Barong, Wolfbark, especially Wolfbark. Wolfbark's just so good. You can just pretty much recover the entire whatever you lost with just 1 card. So I wouldn't really depend on it too much. But Onslaught is really good. You can get anything you want with this card and go from there. You can get the bear. I don't know why you'd want to do that because it's effects negated, but you can still get like Barong and Fire Dog. I don't know. You can get anything with this card. And I might put in the 3rd one. I don't know. I'm playtesting right now, but like I said, I'm a little more comfortable running 10. I run 10 spells, 10 traps, and 20 monsters. Only because I just love it's a comfortable number for me. But I might move around it. I might just move around that and play more. But the triple circle, I play triple circle. Triple circle is, in my opinion, the best spell card in the deck. Just because you can get rid of your monsters during the battle phase. You can avoid the bottomless. You can avoid the deep prisons. It's definitely the card to go. And it gets your effects. I mean, what more can you ask for? You can use this on Barong in turn 1 or something, or turn 2 or something, and then just go from there. So definitely circle. I'd always keep it at 3. Then I get the triple 10 key. Hopefully they don't ban this. If they do ban it, if they do put it to 1, then I can definitely fit in a lot of things. I'd probably play Rekindling at that point. But the triple 10 key searches anything from the deck, whatever you want. It's really good. You're going to need it for bear also, so you can pop it and pop a monster. So obviously you're going to need the 10 key. And then I used to play the Trinity, but I cut out Dark Hole. I put it in the side. I'm still testing it without having it because I just don't like opening it turn 1. And these cards I just don't really mind if I open up with them in turn 1. Monster Born because it's broken obviously, and Heavy because it gets rid of the Solemns. It gets rid of the cards that you can't really avoid. And if you do get Solemn, by the way, you still get your effects with Barong and Garunix and Yaksha, so don't sweat it. I think the most feared card you should probably be worried about is like Compulse at the wrong moment or something retarded like I don't know, I guess Deep Prison, I don't know. But yeah, going on to the traps, running 10 traps as well. 1 second, just sorting it up. 2 Tarantulas. 2 Tarantulas to turn 1. is also pretty good if you open up Barong or Yaksha. You can just set the Barong, and then just let your opponent decide from there how the game will go. If he knows you're playing Fire Kings turn 2, then he'll probably play around it, but or try to bait it out. But Torrential is just a really good card because it keeps your opponent thinking. It just psychs them out, and it's really good in this deck, especially if I'm not playing Dark Hole in the main. 2 Compulses is the format. This gets rid of the Draco's Hag, gets rid of any problem exceeds, and it's really good. You can clear field and get game if you want, but it's a very versatile card. Definitely keep it. It's really defensive, and along with the Monster Hate, I run do Bottomless, which is really good in the mirror. I play Bottomless against the mirror. I play Bottomless against anything besides dragons. Usually I side out of this when I go to dragons, put in the Mind Drains. I play 2 of the Call of the Haunted. My opponent tries to blind space, which you should just never do. Blind space and hit my call. And then I'll bring the Barong, get my search next turn, or bring the Garunic, swipe the field next turn. So, or just in general, I mean, I could set this activated on my turn, and then get the Wolf Bark, and then explode from there. So, yeah, it's like Monster Born on crack, so I like to keep it. And then finally, the last 2 cards is the Solemn Duo, which should belong in most competitive decks, in my opinion. It stops mostly anything. I mean, if I side into the Mind Drain, I might take one of these out just to budget my life points a little bit more, but yep, and that's 10 traps. And then I don't have much of the extra deck completed, but I can tell you right now that it's basically the staples: Diamond Dire, Tiger King, Shockmaster, Abyss Dweller, Cowboy, Black Ship. So it's basically the staples. I'll just go into the sideboard, which I have the Hole and the blank card, which might be Skill Drain, and I might just main the Hole and then play 2 Skill Drains, because Skill Drain's really good in this deck. But yeah, like I said, I'm still deciding on all of this. The 2 Crows for the mirror match. You can remove the Garunics and stuff. I think this card's gonna be the card just because the Boojins are coming out, and a lot of decks that rely on graveyard. Crow's the way to go, so I'll definitely keep the Crow. It also messes with rogue decks like Lightsworn. Triple Iron Imperial Wall is the defense of the deck. You side this in if you know your opponent's going to go into macros, if you know he's going to go into D-Fissure, Prisons, Bottomless, anything that removes. This card basically solves that answer. If you go into the mirror match, you think they're going to Crow you, or if you go into game 3 and you want to put this back in real quick, then definitely Iron Imperial. I might cut 1 out and then put the Skill Drain in and just keep the Dark Hole. I'm still deciding. It might be a better idea. And then the Triple Space. A lot of decks run this in the sideboard. It's definitely good in this deck because if you know your opponent's going to go into Soul Drain, I know Prophecy's going to Soul Drain, and I think Evil Swarms also might go into Soul Drain. So you can side this in, get rid of the Soul Drain. Soul Drain definitely stops your Garunics. It definitely stops a lot of stuff, so you might want to keep that in. I usually like to budget myself on the MSTs by playing them conservatively, not just blind spacing them or setting them and then letting them get hit. I mean, I usually like to save them in my hand if I know the Soul Drain's on the field, and then I know when to use it. The 2 Eradicators, because spellbooks are still around. If they're not around after September, which I highly doubt, I mean, they'll probably figure out a way of working something out, but definitely against Chainburn. I guess Chainburn will probably be around a lot more now that card got reprinted, but that's definitely what it's for. It's for the Prophecies, for the Chainburn. So I definitely keep Eradicator. I usually Crazy Box in the extra deck. That's how I get the Eradicator out. I usually go into Crazy Box and get rid of it. The 2 Mind Drains for dragons. I take out the bottoms for the Mind Drains, and this dragons. I mean, this is mostly what I got. I got the Garunic, so I can pretty much get rid of their field if I can survive. I can beat over the Dragosack if I can lure it out of its tokens on the field. So yeah, Mind Drain is pretty much all I got against them. So keep the Mind Drain. And finally, the last bear, which is for the Evil Swarm matchup. I put in the 3rd bear for Evil Swarms, and probably the MSTs. So yeah, that's what I definitely do. And I mean, bear's bear. Running 3 of them just gets rid of things faster. So that's what I got for the sideboard. But yeah, that's pretty much the deck. The deck is, like I said, it's going to be better. It's definitely going to be better with Yaksha and everything. So you should definitely look into it. If you are looking forward to playing this deck, I'm telling you right now, you absolutely need to get your bears now. They're gonna go up in price like ridiculous. I mean, 3 axes is coming out and stuff like that if you want to play this deck. Even if you want to play 3 axes, I'd definitely recommend getting your bears now. That's what everybody told me, and I acted on it as quickly as I could. But yeah, like I said, the Fire King deck is gonna be around. It's definitely gonna be around. I know people are gonna play it. I know people I know are gonna play it. I know it's a lot of people that were hyped about it in the past are hyped about it now, and I'm definitely hyped for it. I look forward to seeing more of the deck profiles. I mean, I didn't see a lot of them, so, like recently, a lot of them. But yeah, just let me know what you think. If there's anything that you tried, anything you tagged. I'm still playtesting. I got like 5 different variants of the deck, so I'm still playtesting. If anybody out there is playtesting and they want to share something with me, maybe enlighten me on something. I did hear about the Sacred Nethys. Sacred Nethys is a heavy storm, but I don't want to really rely on it too much. It's only a 24 beater, and it might get cloggy if I run too many of them. I don't know. Definitely Tensu is one of the cards I've been looking at. I really like Tensu. I might put it in just for the Wolfbark plays. You can play Tensu. You can like play Tenki, get Wolfbark, use Wolfbark to get Barong, destroy your Ring, get Bear, get rid of the Tenki, get rid of a monster, overlay for Tiger King, get the Tensu, and then normal summon another Bear or something like that. So it's definitely pretty powerful. So I might give some thought to the Tensu. What other cards? I saw one person playing with Goka. That might be good, I guess, turn 1 if you got the Barong. And what other cards? I mean, there's a lot. Some people play Gores just because they play the heavy, and that could work too, I guess. But yeah, just let me know what you think, rate and subscribe, and let me know. All right, guys.